What's going on, you guys? It's Nico. Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing staying safe. Okay, Alan Richardson. Real quick before we get into the stuff with him, I want y'all to see this real quick. This is from Black Scout Survival. As a matter of fact, shout out to Black Scout Survival for posting this too. Y'all go check out his channel when you get a chance. But I want y'all to hear this real quick. Listen.
Talking about, he comes back and says there's something good and brave. Well, you didn't say that out of the gate. You said cops get away with murder all the time. It's just the blanket statement, things like that. And then he also says it takes courage. It doesn't take courage to spout off something. Leftists do it every day. It takes zero courage to spout off nonsense. It doesn't take courage. Leftists do it all the time. They say all kinds of nonsense that is not true, not factual, not statistics. They throw those things out the window to make claims, blanket statements such, this group of people are bad, conservatives are fascists, and he does that quite a bit. And that's my hang up with this guy, is that he does this all the time. And we know that what he's, in my opinion, is doing is garnering those elites in Hollywood. They're like, this is a good one. We can use him. He's a Christian that believes in no Christian ideals, right? In one of his videos, I think in the Instant Church video, he said essentially that there's no way that someone that votes Republican can follow the teachings of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Do you think anything the left pushes, everything the left pushes is anti-Christ? Right. It's anti-biblical.
Right.
And going here, he says that there needs to be a higher barrier for entry and stricter regulations. So abuse or you get police officers as it is, dude. Since I don't even know why anybody would want to be a police officer anymore, because if you try to do the right thing, you get punished, you get maybe put in prison. If you try to do your job, they literally use police all the time to make statements to punish them. And many cops got off the force, good cops. They've given up. Remember when the cities were burning and cops were having to stand down and not do anything about it? Because their leadership told them not to. I'm sure that was demoralizing for people that signed on to risk their life to be a hero, to do heroic things, to protect communities, that their hands are tied. They can't protect communities anymore. Look at our border patrol, how they're now essentially a welcoming party for our border.
You know what? And that's just it, you guys, too. That it's not to interrupt him, but the fact that they created this environment that everybody that's on the left and the Democrats created this environment of when they were running around talking about defund the police. And to come back to that, I mean, for example, right here, I mean, you got this article that just broke last weekend, talking about San Francisco jails on lockdown, requests help from National Guard and AMAT attacks on the deputies. That's because of the fact that nobody wants to work there, and that they're already having the recruitment problems with law enforcement all across the state of California, mainly in the Bay Area, mainly in coastal cities like in Los Angeles. They have some of the worst retention rate with trying to hire people. So the fact that, I mean, you got this article saying this, where this is strictly from the environment that the left has created when they were talking about defund the police and all the crap that went on 4 years ago. And so you've got that, and then you got this guy. Well, that's not one. This guy here talking about, all cops are out there trying to do this, and it's like, I mean, this dude, the fact that he just said that clearly because he's trying to get on the level of becoming a Hollywood elite. He's saying this crap on purpose, knowing that it's that certain idiots on the left are going to go and attach themselves onto it like they did 4 years ago. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if Biden and other people up inside the White House are paying him to say this crap on purpose, so it starts up a bunch of drama, so they can have an excuse that, like he just said, you remember 4 years ago when cities were on fire, due to people rioting, and like he said, the good police already distanced themselves or left because they didn't want to deal with the headache of that. So the fact that you got him saying this crap right here, I mean, I get this article as he was saying, this happened to him when he was in Mali, and I'm sorry, I mean, that sucks that does happen. So, if that did happen to him, but whatever this dude's issue is, or whatever, if he's got mental health issues or whatever his problem is that, I mean, to go from that to saying this crap, and then you got, per case in point, I mean, if they want less police, which that never happens, I mean, for example, Bay Area stores locking up more merchandise to combat theft. I mean, you can't have it both ways. I mean, this crap has been going on for the last 2 years now, whereas look, increasing number of stores around the Bay Area are locking up merchandise as a way to combat a rise in organized crime, retail theft. It's because Democrats and the left create this environment right here. They created these problems on purpose to, so it could cause chaos, and they can have an excuse to, to try to get more money from the feds, but they don't use that money in hiring police. Look, retail theft isn't a new problem. It's happening all over the country. Recent surveys show San Francisco and Oakland are part of the top 5 metropolitan areas being targeted. Yeah, they are, because they created this environment when they told the police that they didn't want them doing their jobs. They didn't want them. They got these woke DAs that let criminals out on the street, and this is the problem that it creates. So you got him saying this shit right here. Excuse my language, but it's like he's saying this while you got this going on here, but somebody like Alan Richardson's not saying nothing about the criminals though. So it's just it cracks me up, and I laughed at the fact that when he even got the Reacher part, and I was saying to myself, I'm like, why would they turn this into a TV show anyways, when I'm like, this is Tom Cruise's character? Because I never watched the Reacher show, and definitely not gonna watch it now, but I seen the first 2 Reacher movies with Tom Cruise, and to me that's his character, Tom Cruise's character. So I'm like, the fact that they actually put this guy in that show, I'm like, it's more BS and ridiculousness from Hollywood. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys. Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all staying safe. I'll see y'all in the next video.